So concerning the dynamic list ADT, our first implementation or our first data structure will be the dynamic array data structure. And this is you should be somehow familiar with this, since this is how Python implements the lists, the bracketed lists. So a array in general, not a dynamic array, is just a simply a lump of memory next to each other. So it basically is a list on its own. So as in memory, when you look at the memory, you see a list of memory locations where your array is at. So usually a computer just needs to remember the first element of the array to know all the memory locations of the array. Now, in a dynamic array, uh, because of the term dynamic, it should be able to adjust to the insertion and deletion of the list. And you'll get to see how that happens later. So for the dynamic array data structure, if we want to do an access, as long as we know the first element of our array, it can be simply calculated by our CPU, and we can get the memory location of any member of the array in a constant amount of time. So that's why we say that the access time for a dynamic array data structure is O of 1, or constant time. Now, when we need to delete an element from the array, example here, if we want to delete the element at index 1, we have to move the elements of the list back, because we can't leave this space empty, because each element should have an element adjacent to it, unless it's first or last the first or last element of the list. So when we delete, at the worst case, is we is when we delete the first element and we have to shift all the other elements to the left. So by because of that, we can say that the time complexity of deletion in a dynamic array data structure is O of n, or linear time, depending on the current size of the list. So what's most interesting about the dynamic array data structure is the insertion operation. So for those of you who are, well, for those of you who are sort of interested in the nitty-gritty of the memory aspects of the list or the array, once the computer allocates a space for a certain array in your program, it is actually always fixed, because the computer needs to know up until where your program is writing on the memory. Or otherwise, your program might be writing on memory that isn't theirs, or that isn't yours. So in order for a dynamic array to, let's say our array is already filled up. If it were a static array which does nothing, it will simply return an error when you try to insert on it. But for for a dynamic array, that will be different. So let's just first see here how the operation happens when we try to insert an element. So the elements that is placed at the index we want to place our new element first gets substituted out, and then basically the elements are shifted to the right this time. Then, so what if we fill the allocation or the amount of memory given to us by the computer? So what the program does, or what Python does under the hood, we don't even notice it, is that it requests more memory from the computer. And yes, it can do that as long as there is that there is still memory that isn't used. You can still request for more memory. So in here, once the list is at full capacity, we get more space from the processor. And what Python does is it copies the elements of the original list to this new memory location. So technically, it's a new list, but with the same elements. It's technically new because it's at a entirely different location in terms of memory. So that's why it's called dynamic. And actually, this process is called reallocation. So since we allocate a new space for the list, since we're expecting a bigger list. So usually if the list is first has a capacity of 7 elements, it will usually get a new memory space that could fit 14 elements. So that number is so usually it doubles the original capacity, but it differs from computer to computer or from programming language to programming language. But for Python, I'm pretty sure that it's twice. Now, for both cases, when inserting without reallocation, our worst case is when inserting at the start because we need to shift all elements to the right. For when we do need reallocation, well, it depends on how long the computer will need in order for it to give you new memory space. But assuming that takes constant time, we need to copy the elements from the original list to the new list. And that actually takes time. But in terms of complexity, we will do it n number of times for an n size list. So technically, the time complexity will be linear. And that will be the same for the case without reallocation. So this is a case wherein both both time complexities will be the same, but the actual running time will be very, very different in the case of insert with the allocation. So the worst case running time for both of them is O of n, or linear. So to summarize, the access time for our dynamic array data structure is constant time, or runs in constant time, and then deletion and insertion runs in linear time. So that's it for the dynamic array data structure.